Hello, in this video I'll show you how to make a block list inside of GoGuardian. So right now we're at the Classrooms tab. We'll navigate down to the Scenes tab, and this is where we find our blocked websites list. This has been compared to kind of playing a game of whack-a-mole with your students. Basically, they find a website that's distracting, you choose to block it, or just ahead of time of all of the websites that you need to block for your students. This is where you would choose to add an extra layer between your students and the district's web filter to block out some websites that you don't want them to get to. So to do this, you'll click Create List, and we'll say, we're just going to follow their example, no social media. I could add a description, I could change the color. We'll go ahead and click next. And then we start typing in all of the different websites we might want to block. So let's start with YouTube. And we'll block YouTube. While I'm at it, let's just go ahead and block Spotify and Pandora and SoundCloud. Let's try Instagram. Now, as I'm doing this, I know that the web filter is going to block a lot of these things. We'll go ahead and block Instagram, Facebook. Let's block Twitter and Snapchat and TikTok. I can just keep adding and keep adding and keep adding all of these things to the block list. And what this will do is, again, this adds as a protective layer between your students and the district's web filter. And so if there's something that the web filter for the district is not blocking, you can choose to block it right here. Once I am satisfied with my list, I can go ahead and click save. One other thing I can do though before I click save is I can limit tabs for my students. So if I want them to be limited to like 2 or 3 tabs, I can say, there you go, tab limit is 2. Now if they try to open a third tab, it's just going to say you don't have permission and it's going to close them out. So I'll go ahead and click save. This doesn't mean that it's applied to a live scene in my classroom. To apply this blocked list to a live scene, I come to my classroom. I have a live scene running and I'm just going to use my test class for this. I'm going to click in the top right corner, apply a scene, and I want to select all of my students and choose a scene, and we will go ahead and choose no social media from the block list, and we'll say apply scene. Now this scene is applied for my students. If they try, I'll make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. If they try to go to something like YouTube, well, if they try to open a new tab, which is what I'm doing right now, it's not going to let them open a new tab. But I'll take this Google Classroom tab and we will try to open YouTube. And this is the message that they see. This is also what you see from your side. Now you can tell what exactly has been blocked. They tried going to YouTube. If you decide, you know what, I'm going to give them a little bit of time on YouTube, maybe my lesson pivoted, or you've got some kids being extra responsible, you can either choose to close it altogether or, oh, apparently you can't do that on this one. I don't think you can actually allow this. Okay, this has been a good learning experience for me. From an allow list, so the other kind of scene, you can choose to, in the moment, make something allowed. It looks like from a block list, you can't just like spontaneously decide to unblock a website. So to do that, you would have to turn off your scene. So I'll come back here to my full class. I will come to my one scene that's applied, and I'll go ahead and clear that scene so that it doesn't apply anymore. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my kind of fumbled attempt at explaining this. If you need any help, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask questions.